You know who I like for you. Cheyenne Bryant.
There you go, man. There you go.
I seen the energy, gang. I watched that interview.
I'm friendly. I'm cordial to everybody. Every young lady that's been on the show. They said that about Cash Doll. They said that about
I ain't see that in
Kiki.
Cash.
They said that about Kiki Palmer. They said that, but
I seen some with Cheyenne.
they said that about Glow.
You know what it is though.
What is it?
Just we such dominant men. We want to get to the bottom of that just to let her know, like you ain't.
No, I don't. I don't. Yeah, I think she's amazing. I think, and somebody's gonna be very, very fortunate to have that young lady.
What she look like in person?
She like that.
Come on, cheers to that. Cheers, Doc.
She like that. I ain't gonna hold you. She like that. She like that. You also mentioned earlier about therapy. Mm-hmm. You've done therapy.
Mm-hmm. Still in it.
Why was it important for you to go to therapy?
You don't have no one to talk to. And in reality, right? I'm just such a man that I feel like like complaining about things. So it's really more so like a safe space to go and tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody want to hear your problems, Shannon.
No.
Don't nobody want to hear my problems.
There's a saying that 50% don't care that you got problems, and the other 50% glad you got them.
Oh, 50% okay, you got problems. The other 50% want to see you on Love and Hip Hop, so they can love you. That's all it is. It ain't. It is, and deeper than that. Man, I wish. Man, I hate that we even talking about these dynamics because they're gonna fry me up, and it's gonna be a very viral interview. But man, I wish I wasn't so triggering to the internet. But man, I wish it was a safe space for women to really have these type of conversations. Because it's unfortunate, like even when I look at it, one of my therapists is a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't like I'm confiding in a man to go get a man opinion or whatever. I really want to know the dynamics of women and how we're supposed to feel.
I've only had women as therapists.
But we don't feel comfortable telling that to our partners. Because as soon as you get vulnerable with your partner, they look at you different.
Yep. You're absolutely right.
So
yeah.
57.
You didn't have this great relationship with your mom. I mean, come on now. I'm telling you stuff in confidence, and there you gonna use to throw it in my face and use it against me.
I'm using this. You my first therapist, male therapist. I'm using this like a therapy session right now. They still gonna say that shit though. Oh, you think how many women finna call me or this and the third? Like, oh, you ain't got a relationship with your mama. You broke. They gonna use everything against you. But the minute we turn this shit around and say we want to use some of their deficiencies against us, then we sassy. We this.
We that, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't win.
You mentioned, have you had a conversation with your mom?
We talk all the time. Not as close as I would like to be, but we don't know each other, Shannon.
Right.
Like, and this is what the most traumatic part of my life is that when I got on and I became Young Berg and all these other different things, man. My mom, I haven't had a real relationship with my mom in over 20 years. Mm. So she don't know who I am as a person.
Right.
Her life went her direction. She went and got remarried. She went and did that. She went and established her new family. Kids? No, she didn't have more kids, but she went and did whatever she did. Mm-hmm. But my mom had one of the biggest childcare centers in Chicago, Illinois, just period, in the state of Illinois. So she was a serial entrepreneur. She would invest in her time and her energy into other things. And life goes on. Nobody wants to really say it, but life goes on. So for 20 years, we're not close. We haven't been like ultimately close.
Do you feel your mama abandoned you?
Nah. I just feel bad now because she's not in the same financial position that I am. So that's the other dynamic of how to regulate this relationship too. So her life decisions led her into a place to where she's not as successful as she used to be. Mm. And now I'm the big dog and I'm trying to figure out how to manage that. Cause I just seen her on Mother's Day, but it doesn't feel like beautiful to know that I'm pulling up in a $400,000 car to have dinner with my mom and she's going back to whatever her accommodations are.
I'm assuming she's gotten divorced.
Yeah. He took she lost everything. So it's kind of like, do I wear that burden? That's why I also had therapy too. Like, man, approaching 40, being a grown ass man at this time, like, do I go and say, you know what? You gave me life. Let me do whatever I think is right to be done. But I'm gonna be honest with you, she's done some really unforgivable things in my life that is hard for me to get past. And with that being said, even when I try and hold her accountable as an older man in life, she doesn't agree with it. She doesn't remember. I'm gonna give you an example, right? Transparency, because it's a real therapy session. When I was young, like in my teens, and I was looking for that energy, like from my mom or whatever, and my mom was still up, still rich, new marriage. My dad and her, they didn't had a toxic relationship. My dad had remarried, this, that, and the third, or whatever. And my stepmom had said, I always thought my stepmom wanted to me, right? Like, so listen, like my stepmom used to like get high, get drunk with me, get high with me, take me to school, just this, that, and the third. And my stepmom was like at least 10 plus years younger than my dad. She was a little fine piece of shit, you know what I'm saying, back then. So she used to show me a lot of love and admiration, and I always thought that she would go. But one day, I always knew that with her doing that type of things with me, that she didn't respect my father as much as I think that she should have. So one day she brought me upstairs, and I think her and my dad was going through some crazy shit, and she was like she put out a Bible. She was doing a bunch of different shit, and she's like, your dad a homosexual. And I'm like, what? And she like, yeah, the nigga gay. I'm like, huh? Cut it out.
Yeah, and plus, why you telling me this?
Exactly. So I further went down the line, and mind you, my stepmom and my mom were in cahoots at the time too. Like my dad had went to like China, Beijing. Like my dad is like a missionary. Like my dad do all type of shit. That nigga a Renaissance man. Like he do whatever. So he gone, and he on a church missionary meeting, and like my stepmom had to take me to court for some shit or whatever. Like I was on probation as a kid.
Okay.
Her and my mom ended up at the courthouse while my dad in Beijing, China, they got me locked up. So that's why I was telling you. So I'm like, oh, I know they in cahoots. So I reached out to my mom around that time, and I was like, yo, such and such said this. I'll never forget, boy, we had Red Lobster. I love a good Red Lobster biscuit.
You let them cheddar biscuits, huh?
Boy, them from Scampies, boy, that shit was like roof crystal. So I'm in there, and we had Red Lobster as a kid, and I asked my mom, I'm like, yo, like such and such said this and said my dad's gay and he's homosexual and this, that, and the third. She ain't block it. She was like, I don't know.
You would have thought she said, boy, your dad ain't gay.
She went and did that. So
almost like she was co-signing it.
Mm-hmm. So that added to the disdain of that, you know what I'm saying? Because I seen how manipulative women could be.
Right.
Based off of whatever the situation is. Because my dad always was like a top dog type. Mm-hmm. My dad put my mom on. So, man, it was just so much like that's one thing. Then the school thing. Then I got my first record deal. I never forget it. It was a place called the Palazzo across the street from the Grove on 3rd and Fairfax. That was my first like little condo or whatever. Mm-hmm. And like I got my record deal, and like my mom and my auntie had came out. And my mom was up. She was a millionaire. And like she took me to IKEA and bought me a bunch of shit for my crib, but this, that, and the third. I'm thinking I'm vibed out or whatever. And I guess her and my dad or whatever happened. I just got my deal, and she sent an invoice to my dad for all the furniture from IKEA that she bought me. Like, yo, I want to be reimbursed.
But as a mom, I mean, that's what you do for your kids.
Okay. And that happened. And then I brought it up to my mom years later.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, my dad said this and that. Niggas had to cut you a check for this. I have no idea what you talking about. I bring it up to her. Yo, you said the nigga was gay. I have no idea what you talking about. I don't recollect that. Then my dad sent me the picture of the check that he wrote my mom for the IKEA furniture.
Did you show it to her?
Yep.
What'd she say? Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because you know we like to do something before two something.